everyone, I am Mike of Mike Let's Play, and welcome back to Pokemon Colosseum. Last time, we defeated Snag'em Head Gonzap here in the Realgam Tower's top with all the beautiful statues and everything. And, well, this time we're getting ready for this game's version of an Elite Four. Nothing in the world has changed after defeating Gonzap, other than if you leave the room and come back in, Gonzap is no longer there. So, you know, that's the only change. And, yeah, we're already up the elevator. The really cool elevator. I mean, you know, this is just cool. And we're in now Realgam Tower Colosseum. Look at the number of people in these stands. This is why I was like, hey, 1,000 people doesn't seem like that out of the ordinary. Because there's like 100 in each one of those little boxes, and there's a bunch of boxes. So, you know, just saying. What kept you, Wes? I worried that perhaps Gonzap had beaten you. The time has come for you to pay off some debts. We'll have you battle as payment towards the huge losses you inflicted on us. I expect to see some spectacular battling out of you. After all, you're here to entertain. Wahahaha! Yes, this is why Cipher didn't, you know, try to stop us, really. I think I mentioned this in the earlier episode, but we're here to make them some money. A big crowd like this, it is a little intimidating. I don't want to be embarrassed here, so I'll battle to win. Bodybuilder Jomis is the first of Orre's closest thing to an Elite Four. Now, this isn't really an Elite Four. These trainers are ordinary, the 4 of them, but you have to battle 4 trainers in a row without healing or saving in between. And oh yeah, all 4 of them have a Shadow Pokemon. Shadow Miltank is the first one out here. It has no change to its ordinary catch rate, meaning it has a snag rate of 45, and a heart gauge of 7,000. It's a Miltank. And in Realgam Tower Colosseum, which is a different location from Realgam Tower, Secret Power's effect is Paralysis, which is handy dandy. So, I have Shade and Shine out front for these battles because they can just handle a lot of things, realistically. That's just what they do, basically. As Shade hits 51, excellent. You want to be able to handle a lot of different types and a lot of different strategies. And as you can see here, Jomis has a strategy of normal types. You know, it's a type theme. I'm not breaking down the individual trainers. I will mention if there's anything particularly interesting. There's only really one note in here. And, you know, there's not a whole lot to these trainers, really. But Miltank just really wants his defenses up. But, you know, 4 snags in a row. None of them are easy snags. Let's put it that way. Got the paralysis. All right, excellent. But let's put it this way. This is my second take. I want to be open with it. I don't want to waste your time on, you know, showing multiple takes for a single battle. But this is the second time that I've run through this because the second trainer knocked out their own Shadow Pokemon. Just, it was frustrating for me. And yeah, that's just what can happen with this, honestly. And we're just whittling Miltank down here because we don't want that to happen. And Miltank starts rolling out and hitting Shine. All right, we can work with that. That's actually what happened last time, believe it or not. Bay is a perfect counter to that particular strategy because, well, Intimidate and then Fighting type which resists rollout and then has Detect. So, you know, good combo. And Miltank. Also, Miltank has like a low chance of attacking at all here because he's paralyzed and getting flinched, and of course he just ignored all of that completely, which is fine. But yeah, Bay's going to take very little damage. And then we're just going to start chucking Ultra Balls at it because why not? Yeah, it's weird, but again, I'm not trying to hide anything. There was a failed, attempt at this. Doing something that I did not expect. And so I'm going to hope for different configuration. These trainers do not have set, leads. She only had 3 Pokemon, but she didn't lead with Miltank last time. So, what? That wasn't supposed to happen. So you do have to be ready for a Shadow immediately, and then you also want to be ready for the non-Shadows immediately. So, that's how it is. But you, fool of all fools, had troubles last time. My turn next! But yeah, so yeah, we are now basically putting on a show for Cipher's paying audience. And it's a big show, so, they're excited about it. Now, let's see, how shall I play this? Because this is the danger zone, because we've got Absol on the field. Absol is the Shadow Pokemon here, and has no change to its ordinary catch rate, so its snag rate is 30, which is tied for the lowest catch rate, snag rate, of any non-boss Pokemon, tied with Murkrow. At least Absol makes sense for that snag rate, and has a heart gauge of 7,000, same as Miltank. Let's see. We'll go for the Secret Power here, and then Shine, you're going to switch out today, because Dark type's not really the best matchup for our intrepid heroes here. Well, for Shine, basically, but Shade's just like, what, you're gonna hurt me? Okay. Critical hit. Didn't really need that, but that's okay. That's a little iffy. Okay. Mightyena can't really do much to me. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just try to snag the Absol. Because the third Pokemon out is what KO'd Absol, and would absolutely do so from this range. So, I'm just gonna try to prevent that. And, we're gonna see what happens. Just stand ball. Could have done me a favor there, Absol. I would have preferred it, but you do you. And you're now a +3 because of the Intimidate, but 2. Yeah, 2 of those. Okay. How do I want to play this? Gotta just keep trying to snag it because I can't hit it again. I think though that my best option is to bring out Mr. Ray, because Earthquake is the move that was used to KO the Absol. And so if I'm going to start knocking out the Mightyena, I might as well, have someone immune to Earthquake, so it's less likely to Earthquake. Of course, now Mr. Ray might get pummeled by Absol, who's way up in attack, and yeah, that one good. Okay, this is turning into a nightmare. But if I can just snag the Absol, then it will be less of a nightmare. And I can just sort of, have things go well. Here we go. Gonna snag it. Gonna get it this time. See? Oh! Okay, so this is looking bad. Mr. Ray? Oh, maybe don't KO it. Okay, good job. Might regret that. But, you know, Shadow Rush, self-damage. Okay, that's a thing which happened. Yeesh. They just cut their attack even more, I guess. I don't even know what to do at this point. I can't knock out the Mightyena because then, you know, bring in the Sharpedo that has Earthquake that knocked out the Absol. So I can't knock out the Mightyena until the Absol goes down, or it gets snagged. It's not something you normally... If they leave with the, you know, with the Sharpedo, then you don't have to worry about this. And, you know, this is just a bad situation, basically. So Absol, stay in the ball, please. Pretty please. Put the cherry on top. Excellent. All right. He withdrew. Well, now that's something you don't see every day. Withdrew the Mightyena. And now it's a wow. I have never seen this. This is brand new. I didn't know this could happen. He's now single battling because we snagged his Pokemon on the turn in which he was switching. I've never seen this before. This is new, and I really, 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 really hope that we don't miss any of the remaining 2 snags because this is fascinating. Like, just straight up fascinating. He's single battling and we're double battling. Baby, Bay hit 51. Wow! I didn't know that could happen. I've never seen the computer switch on the turn in which a thing was getting snagged. This is brand new. You know what? Hyper Potion. Mr. Ray, unfortunately, is just staying KO'd right now. But wow, this is fantastic. I mean, you know, this is phenomenal. Yikes. Just cool. All right. You learned something new. I've heard about you, but you were much more than I expected. At least that's the toughest snag out of the way. I can't believe that happened. I didn't know that was possible. I've done all the research. Nothing ever said that that was possible. I guess, you know, people haven't seen it, so that's new. You must be Wes. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Don't you think it's a great honor to battle on this fabulous stage? I'm going to beat you and earn my promotion to an admin! Hey look, it's an actual Cipher peon. But like, an elite peon. Because, you know, this is like the elite war for them. In a way. Anyway, her specialty is fire! Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the last guy because I was so worried and so then confused. Sharpedo, for some reason. Oh yeah, Shadow Houndoom, we're getting there. Sharpedo usually has dive until Absol is snagged. If we went back and battled that trainer again, when you defeat a trainer, sorry, I should have said this. When you defeat a trainer in here and lose to a subsequent trainer, you can rebattle all of them if you lose up to the 5th opponent here. And they will replace their shadow with a non-shadow. In addition to that, that Sharpedo will have its moveset changed from knowing Dive to knowing Waterfall, and no one else changes movesets. And I find that very strange. So just wanted to note it. Now, Houndoom here has the same snag rate as catch rate, 45, and has a heart gauge of 7,000. It's also a little dangerous. Low defense, well, low physical defense, mixed with high offense equals bad. But yeah, her team goal is fire. So, you know. that's her objective, I guess. Gets paralysis. Come on. Okay. You know what? This is fine. This is totally fine. We're going to Secret Power again. We're just going to blast through. Shine doing Shine's job here. Just decimating fools with Psychic. Offense and snagging team tandem. Working exactly as I want them to. And Shade just get the paralysis here. Can't hit it again because of crits. Oof. And a Shadow Rush after boosting with Howl. That's going to do some. Rewind lives it! Excellent work, Shine! Alright. Start chucking Ultra Balls at it. And then we're just gonna whoop and swap out to blue for yawning purposes. If, of course, this snag fails. Which it may or may not. I mean, 45 and it's in yellow, so it's not bad, but no status. Got it. All right, excellent. 3 down. And we have defeated Nella. It's no good. I might be fired. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, you're battling right in front of your boss. So, you know, our team is at this point pretty banged up. This is the challenge. It's not, you can't heal at all. You know, you can't save, you can't heal. 4 snags in a row is tricky. And, you know, all different types, all different teams. It's a challenge. I'm the last battler. I'll show you exactly why I was chosen to anchor our squad. Ston. His name is Ston, and I think that is funny. Got a Tropius and a Credilli. Interesting. Interesting leadoff with our 1 HP Shine. Alright, here we go. Tropius is the Shadow Pokemon. It has the largest, most significant drop in catch rate to snag rate in the game. It's ordinarily a catch rate of 200 and has been dropped to 45. I think that's the reason Ston here was chosen to lead the team, because that's absurd. That's a huge drop. Touch age is 7,000. But you know, yikes. Shine. You know what? You're too useful against everything that isn't the Credilli, so I'm gonna just save you here. And send in Bay instead. Yeah, the Tropius here should be the easy one. I don't really know why they didn't. I mean, it's to keep up the difficulty, but like, come on, just let it have the 200, and this would be so easy. Because at 200, I'd be like, it's paralyzed, I'm just chucking a ball at it. Like, that's what I would do. But I can't, because, you know, it's got a 45. It'll still be fine, because, you know, now I can just fight it, and Bay is just going to brick break on the Credilli, and, you know, we're going to be in good shape here. Tropius is pretty bulky on both sides, so you don't have to worry as much as you do with, say, Absol and Houndoom, who are both very flimsy. Miltank is also quite bulky, so you've got a good mix of the shadows here. Bay just tanking these sludge bombs. There's the Shadow Rush, but I'm not worried about that because Tropius is not an offensive Pokemon. At least not a very good one. And so one more bite, and then a yeah. Now we're just gonna start chucking balls at it. This is the sole remaining snag I'm worried about because that single battle thing was tremendous, and I don't really want to have to snag Tropius like a separate thing, and you know, do stuff. This is already my second attempt, you know, like, okay, here we go. Here is our plan. Bay, I'm going to really hope that you can take one more hit, because I'm going to start chucking balls at the Tropius, because that is obviously priority number one. And then you're also going to heal up Shine. Because I could use my Psychic-type Destroyer of Worlds for the Vileplume. And, you know, also has a Hidden Power Fire for the Grass-type opponent. So yeah, this Orre's Elite Four, if you want to call them that, which I kind of do because they, come on. They kind of fill the role, is normal, dark, fire, grass. Interestingly, normal, oh man, Bay, hang on. I got poison, no! Oh, right. A shadow that can heal itself. That's pleasant. Normal and grass are two types which have never been used as Elite Four types throughout the Pokemon series. So if you include them from here, they are. I don't, because this isn't a formal Elite Four. They're not challenging enough to be, you know, an Elite Four, Elite Four. But, you know, it is still notable, certainly, that they're here. So, you know, just I think that's cool. You know, I wouldn't count it. I still want to see, particularly a normal Elite Four member in, like, a mainline series game. This isn't. I strongly consider Colosseum and XD main series games. They're you know, they're labeled spin-offs, but come on, they're regular old Pokemon games. They've just got some cool stuff to them. I don't know. That's my 2 cents, I guess. As Shade continues to bite this Tropius. All right, Tropius. Here's what I want you to do. That's fine. Just get snagged so I don't have to worry about this anymore. And because I'm on a bit of a time crunch. So what you're going to do is you know what? I'm going to throw a timer ball. I don't know if it's been anywhere close to 11 turns, but it's got to be somewhere around there. As Shine just set up a reflect if it fails. I don't know, I want to catch something in a timer ball. It's got a unique animation. All of the special balls have unique animations when you send a Pokemon to battle, so I want to snag something with a timer ball. And after 11 turns, they are better. There's not been anywhere close to 11 turns, so that was kind of a foolish move on my part, but, you know, let's start whittling it back down because it keeps synthesizing. Hey, Trophy is giving me troubles here. Let's see. It's like 3 turns to knock out their Cadilli. Then turn to heal Shine. Hang on. I think timer balls are actually more effective at this point. So I'm going to keep chucking them. This is not the battle in which I have designated that I can use the Master Ball as a dupe. I am sticking to that. Yep, it's like 4 turns. 3 turns to knock out this Billy. And then like 4 turns to get there, and then we caught the Tropius! We're done. We did it. All 4. And we defeated Stan. This power, it's beyond unreal. And that is going to do it for this part. I can't leave this battle without the next cutscene starting, and the next cutscene is the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. I can't believe I got to show off something really cool that I'd never seen before. And we snagged all 4. I'm really happy right now. See you guys next time for the pseudo champion, aka Nascali.